What's going on, everyone? What's going on? Welcome back. We're doing another review video on Instagram. It's a blind review. We haven't watched it yet. But for those of you who are here, if you like what you see so far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get right into the video.
So this one is a woman asking Steve Harvey, why do men lie so much? So we'll
Oh,
watch the
that's what it is?
video.
Okay. Yeah, we'll watch the video.
We'll watch the video, see what Steve Harvey has to say because he's such a gentleman and a scholar. Um, he believes that his daughter should be able to do whatever she wants as long as it makes her happy. But let's go.
Okay. Why do men lie so much? I mean, y'all know I ain't lying.
Okay, you want the truth? This is why men lie. Because we are afraid of your reaction to the truth.
Right.
That's why we lie.
Yeah.
Lying can be a good thing because lying spares people's feelings. Let's go over a couple of things. We can't really tell you how you look in them pants. We cannot, and at 56, I rediscovered you can't remind a woman that she half a century old. You can't talk about how much food a woman eat. You can't bring up her shoe size at the wrong time. You can't say nothing crazy about her hairstyle. We gotta love every shade of new polish you put on and try. See, we got to like all that. We have to lie. What you don't want is us telling you, do I look fat? Well, baby, Dan, what you think? Do you know the hell that happens in our life right there? So no, you don't look fat to us. We love you just the way you are. That's what you want to hear? We got it for you all day long.
You're right, Steve. You're right. My question.
Them cent bucks, bro.
Bruh.
Paying paying all them bills. That's why he's so fly and he has all that money. Like, cause low key, Steve Harvey got some drip, but like the cent bucks, bro.
I mean, cent bucks like going up right now.
Stonks, bro. Like,
But that's
cause I
the thing,
mean,
it's like,
go
no, go
ahead.
ahead. No, you got it.
No,
I'm gonna drink
it's
my
just
coffee.
I just find it funny that in the same breath, women would be like, not all women. Let me preface that, not all women,
All
but
women.
most women in the modern day, they will be like, men never open up to us, or men always lie to us, and blah 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 blah. But then when we tell you the truth, it's like, "Oh, you're misogynistic, or you don't care about my feelings. What about my feelings?" That's why all the time, like you have people like Andrew Tate pop up, or Kevin Samuels pop up, or Fresh and Fit. They're so popular now, and they'll literally say like, "Hey, this is what men want." And the woman would be like, but I know somebody, my friend, my homeboy doesn't do that. Or, oh, I know people that aren't like that. Or, yeah, I know a couple of men that aren't like that. They're nice and they never went through any trauma and they protect their families. And it's like,
So let me pause you right there.
let's just
So
lie to
like,
you.
yeah, so that's the thing is like that's a prime example where it's like if you're telling me like there's a dude who hasn't gone through trauma and he's just like there's a lot of dudes who go through trauma and they put on a smile and just be like, yeah, man,
Yeah,
nothing bad's ever happened to me. Like, I literally, bro, like just at the smoke pit alone, like I've heard some wild stories of
man, the
dudes like
smoke,
growing up.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
one dude, he literally like, and this is like wild. Um, I was at the smoke pit one day, chilling just on regular shift, and then he was just like, "Yeah, man, like kind of going through some stuff. Like as a kid, I was molested, blah blah blah, this and that." And I'd known this dude for like what, damn near a year and a half, two, and I never would have thought like anything like that happened to him. But then it clicked in my head, like once he told me that, and I started progressively watching the things that he did or like things that he got triggered by and things like that, I could see that he was dealing with a lot of trauma and a lot of stuff. But on the outside, a lot of people didn't know. Like they didn't see that in him. They were just like, oh, he's always happy. He's always this, and that. But then
I
every
mean,
time, like on night shift, like after I check him out tools, he come out there and he just spill his heart to me. Because
that alone is like, heaven, man, to a dude that just needs a listening ear,
and that's the thing is like I'm never judgmental about anything. I don't like somebody could literally come out and tell me like the raunchiest, dirtiest stuff, or just be like, yo, I mean, of course, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, like you committed an actual crime that's like, yo, you need to go to jail and be like, oh yeah. I mean, but like for the most part, like things that most men need to talk about that a lot of people, a lot of women don't like to listen to, or just kind of be like, oh yeah, tell me. And then it's like this vulnerability thing. But like, why lie, bro? Like,
I like sometimes I really like I'm honestly curious because I find that I didn't realize it until later in life, but a lot of women really live in a hive mind, like the sisterhood, right? Like just as how like I don't remember what I was watching today, but it's like, oh, it was the Aaron Spears video you
oh
were
yeah,
watching where like women will literally see that their girl is going outside looking crazy, or she's trying to put on a shirt that's or a fit that's one size too small for her, and instead of being like, yo, that's not the right thing, that's kind of not looking good, they'll be like, oh yeah, go girl, that's woman empowerment, or this whole like quote unquote fat shaming thing, right? It's like you literally are a land whale. You
that's a
can't.
walrus.
You're like a toothless walrus, like walking around, can barely breathe, like, and you're talking about, yeah, female empowerment, yeah, no body shaming here. It's like, I get that people can be overweight, people have hormone issues, people are struggling with a lot of mental issues, but and you can eat whatever you want.
There's only one way to solve that.
Yeah, you can eat whatever you want. I'm not, it is what it is. But don't conflate like, oh, it's okay to be fat. You're not okay to be fat. It's not okay to be fat. You're
Period.
going to die earlier. You're gonna come up with complications.
Clogged arteries, high
Yeah,
cholesterol, diabetes. And that's the thing too, is like
period.
even as men, like I tell Pop all the time, I was like, yo, we need to
Yeah,
start
go
going
to
to the
the
gym.
gym,
And
yeah.
then my homeboys always are like, yo, you getting kind of fat. Like you need to go to the gym. You need to do
Yeah,
this. You need to
yeah.
do that. Like men will literally come up to other men and be like, hey, bro, like that ain't it. Like that shirt's too small.
And they'd be
And
like, all right,
you'll be
cool.
like, all right, bet. Like, I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow, or I'm gonna go to the
Yeah,
gym tonight. Like today, I'm going to the gym after this because it's just
yeah.
like I can finally get back into a routine of going to the gym. But it's like I understand that, like, and the reason why I want to go to the gym is when you try to like ride a bike at 33 and you get like 3 blocks down the road and you just like, hey, bro, this
That ain't it, bro.
like, hey,
That
I
ain't
still
it,
got my
bro.
receipt though. But I mean, my tires were flat, so that was like low key. But like, I think about like when I was 24, bro, I could have rode a bike with flat tires like for 30 miles. But that's not even the fact. Like, being old isn't an excuse to be like, oh, I can get fat and lazy and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's just literally consistency, accountability. But
it's
I
harder,
mean,
but you got to keep up your body as good as you can do it, as long as you have the energy.
but as Steve Harvey said, lie to women,
That's literally
period.
what he's saying. If you read between the lines, even though it's quote unquote like blue pill or whatever, that's literally what men do all the time. They lie.
Then they just get
So that
conditioned into lying.
and again, this is why this red pill community is so big now, because they're the mouthpiece of the thoughts that the actual true desires of what most men want. But that's misogynistic and blah 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 blah. So
Yeah, telling a woman anything that's the truth is misogynistic now. And I think that's the worst part is like it's not even like it's just like literally we'll go into another talk because the Marvel movies had another thing. So the Marvel movie She-Hulk or the show flopped. And
mhm.
then Marvel, I believe, posted like, oh, they showed all the women's lead role movies and
Yeah, like
shows,
Miss
and then they were like,
Marvel, She
yeah,
Hulk. like the new Thor or whatever.
Yeah, and then they were just like, oh, you guys review bomb these, and that seems very misogynistic. And it's like, no, like the last good show y'all had was Loki, and people actually liked Loki because he was a dope character that you guys built up over time. And we'll just get into it in the other video because I don't want to take away from this, but
Yeah,
today's
but
number one rule: lie to women.
I
Don't tell them the
mean,
truth.
you low key. I'm not gonna say you have to because they're not all relationships are like that. Some women actually can think logically and be like, okay, yada yada yada. But I don't know, women just don't like to hear the truth a lot of
Nah,
the
bro, you
time.
saw how everybody was clapping, and when Steve Harvey was like, "We gonna lie to y'all," and it was just like,
Oh, it's from C. Harvey, so like, yeah, yeah. It's like, but if Andrew Tate said the same thing, or some other dude from Red Pill, it's like, cancel that, man.
yeah,
You know
bro,
what I
it's
mean?
like,
It's like,
it's just like, it's all about how you. It's all about your mannerisms, I guess.
and not.
If you tell a woman nicely that she's a fat hog, then that's okay. But you
I think
can't
that's.
literally tell
I
her
think,
like she's a
yeah.
fat hog and be like, "Yo, where's your house, little piggy?"
And
Like,
I've literally seen Fresh and Fit shows where Myron, because he doesn't give a shit. Like, you just tell you straight up whether you're male, female, whatever. Like, yo, this is what it is. This is what you're supposed to do it. And the chicks would be like, I agree with you, but it's like the way you downplay women. And they'd be like, okay, when did I downplay women or whatever, whatever? And
it's
they
not
can't give an example.
downplaying. It's
And
literally
it's like,
talking.
and then he's like, oh, I get it. Because it's the way I make you feel, right? And they're like,
Yeah.
no, but, and it's like, all right,
Because if somebody comes up to me and tells me like, "Yo, I'm fat," I'm gonna internalize that. I'm gonna be like, "Damn, low key, these
damn,
pants
like,
is mad tight," but I'm gonna take it. Like, I'm gonna take it, and then I'm gonna be like, "All right, bet. I'm gonna come back better." But like, women will be like, oh my goodness, what do you mean my dress is 3 sizes too small?" It's like that thing is about to burst open.
a Pillsbury fucking
But that's the
cookie
thing is
container.
like, even like, and that's the thing is like, I don't care. Like most men don't care if a woman is big, like hella big. On top of that, like as long as she like carries herself right. So it's like, okay, you're a big girl and you have something that fits you, like it it complements your shape. But
Hmm.
that's the thing is like they'll go and put a shirt on that's 3 sizes too small and be like, oh, I look cute. It's like low key, you don't like. And it's like if that shirt was like 2 sizes bigger, I probably agree with you. But like that's like me going to a car dealership and the Porsche's missing a tire, and I'm just like, yo, that's dope because it's a Porsche, but I can't drive it because it only has 3 tires. Like, but that's a logical way of thinking. That's not a well, my feelings matter because it's just like, well, at least I got to sit in the Porsche.
Okay.
But all
But
right,
anyways, guys,
we out.
yeah, peace.
Peace.